Hello and welcome back to the Long Dark with the Gazbeard and our attempt at 1000 days in Survivor mode. Voyageur difficulty. Right. We are at almost sunset. We are fed and watered. We're starting to tire. Not a problem. We are carrying just under 26 kilos. We've got some clothes to drop in the cabinet upstairs. And we've cleared out... Oh, we've got some crafting to do. So let's just quickly do that crafting. Because that saves weight. And we're going to have to put these into the cabinet anyway. Just check our clothing state. Boots are at 100%. That hat's at 92. Our gloves at 96. Right. Let's go and lose this encumbrance. First things first, put the natural remedies in the cupboard. Carrying one too many of those. Carrying one too many of those. Helps to have a stockpile. We have to make some tea and coffee, of course. Right, now, wow. Look at all these boots. Gee, good grief. Right. We found that very nice pair of decent insulated boots. But we're not going to wear them just yet. We're going to save them for transiting between zones. Let's put those other bits of clothing upstairs in the cupboard. And at some point we're going to have to empty this cupboard down and start harvesting. I mean, we've got 2 pairs of gloves there that can give us leather, but we don't need that right now. Where are we? Clothes. Let's have a look. Those mittens have got to go in there. And that simple parka's got to go in there. We're already wearing a ski jacket. And I think that's it. Yeah. Down to 22.5 kilos. Anything else we're carrying too much of? Not really. We've got this new book to research. Right, we're fine. We're not carrying too much of anything at all, apart from maybe that ½ kilo for that book. And that book's a 25-hour research. So, what I'm kind of tempted to do is, well, we've got 12 litres there, and we've got 2.5 litres on us. I was going to say, I'm tempted to make up 12 litres of water. Just have a fire rolling while we do some reading. Always good to have plenty of water lying around. We've got maybe 2 hours of daylight to work with. And I'm very tempted, if the weather's warm enough, just to stand out here and get 2 hours on that book. That'll pass time quickly, then we can get a sleep, and we can start a new day, heading to where I want to head. Now, what's the temperature doing? Feels like 12 degrees. It's actually not that bad. But we need to make teas and coffees. That's what we really need to do. We're not going to get the book read if we do that, because they only take about 20 minutes each to cook. And they would boil away to nothing if we were standing reading a book. Unless we just made a short fire using a few sticks. That's one way to do it. Let's try that. Take 1 stick to start the fire. We'll hold 4 sticks. Right, let's make 3 teas and 3 coffees, and then we can put some on the table as a sort of grab and go stockpile. Right, so we've got 6 cans on. Let's just check we've got enough teas and coffees. We've got 5 of each, so yeah, we have. Are we carrying enough water to make all of that? I don't know. Let's just pick up another bottle of water just in case. We can always drop it again. So, to get the fire going, cardboard matches. We've got a smaller book. Wood matches 4, wood matches 11, cardboard matches 15. So yeah, tinder plug and a stick. Start the fire. This will also give us a bit more charcoal in the fire so that we can carry more charcoal for mapping. Because we've been very slack on mapping, we keep missing perfect opportunities.
Well, that didn't work.
Oh dear. Right, okay, try another. Same configuration, let's see if we can get it going. We might have to lift the charcoal to get the fire going. When we're on lower skills, such as right now, I think we're only on level 2 fire starting. Charcoal, well no, we must be on level 3, because it does offer us the option of no tinder sometimes. But taking the charcoal out of the fire certainly seems to increase your chance of getting it going. Right, so if we'll start with 23 minutes on the fire. Tea. Let's get 3 of those going. Tea. Cook. Tea. Cook. Coffee. Coke. Coffee. Coke. Coffee. Coke. Right, 20 minutes, 21, 22, 24, 23, 22. So we do need that extra stick. That gives 22 minutes, so we're going to need 1 more stick. That's 28 minutes on the fire. That's 7 minutes more than we need to cook it, so we can stand and read. Or well, I doubt we'll get 2 hours. We'll try for 1 hour anyway. And right. So let's just verify that they're all cooked. The fire's out. They're not boiling away. Let's see if we can get another hour on the book.
I need to find a place to rest.
It probably won't let us. It'll probably tell us it's too dark. No, it gave it to us. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna take 1 coffee. But we'll take everything. Put 2 of each on the table. Cooking skilled, level 3. Yes. Right. Recycled can. That's, like I said a few times in this series, if there is a task that you can do without a light source after sunset, then get it done after sunset, because it saves you daylight. And daylight, like everything else in this game, is a resource. And the only time you would do something in daylight that you would not do at night, that's reishi tea, that's rosehip tea. So a minute, let's come around here, and I'm really struggling to see here because I'm getting reflections on my screen as it gets towards late evening here. That's in the real world. Right, so drop, 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 drop. Leaves us 1 of each in the backpack. That's coffee. trying to see on the table. So if I put it there, we should be able to get the other coffee in front of it. Where's the table? Oh, there's the table. Tea. Tea. Right. There we've now got 2 herbal teas, 2 coffees, 2 rosehip teas, and a reishi tea on the table for grab and go. Looks like we've got the Aurora up. I don't see any lights flickering though. Maybe it's just that time of night. Just have a quick look. And this is where we get jumped by a wolf on the way out. Aurora is starting, look. Yay! Yeah, I was saying, the only time you would do during daylight a job that you could normally do in the dark is when the weather is so absolutely awful that you can't step outside. Hey! Lovely Aurora effect. Any Aurora that way? Not seeing any. Let's just take a momentary risk. Let's just go stand up here. See if we can get the Aurora to blow for us. It would be nice to get a little bit more of it on the sky so I can take a snapshot. I'll try that one. I can always enhance that in Photoshop. Right, how's our hungers? Hunger's pretty hungry. Foods in the pack, none, so we're going to pick up meat. There's meat. There's that ropey piece of wolf that we'll have tonight. We'll have that venison for breakfast. And despite the Aurora, it's actually quite dark. Let's hope we got some electric lights flickering in here. I'm not seeing them. Now, somewhere on this corner of the table, we've got an electric torch. Storm lantern, flashlight. There it is. Equip it. Switch it on. Yay, we can see. No, we're not. We're going that way. And there's the bed. Right. Time of day. Oh, we need to pass an hour, but we need to eat first. But let's get that bit of wolf down our necks. And let's have a drink. We did need to pick up that litre. That's good. Still getting no flickering light. Well, barest of flickers off them lights. Right. Just put the torch out. You see just a hint of a flickering light in there, so it must be a pretty weak Aurora. Time of day. I'm happy to pass an hour and make sure he's properly tired and that it's a little later into the night before we try to sleep.
I'm so tired, I could just lay down right here.
And that should let us get 9 hours sleep. We'll need 608 calories. We're carrying just under 1400. So let's just sleep that one through. Okay. Have we got daylight? Have we, heck? It is just after sunrise though. So let's just check our calories before we munch on that. We're going to have a pretty tough day today, so let's put all of that into us. And let's drink that. Okay. Half a litre. We probably need to pick up another litre to get where we're going. Actually, how tired were we showing there? Just stand in front of the bed. We still can get an hour's sleep. I'm going to do that. Let's get an extra hour's sleep. It'll give us proper daylight. But more importantly, it's going to remove some of that fatigue. So let's just check. Yeah, he's still a little bit fatigued. He could do with an extra hour. We may have to start giving him 10-hour sleeps, you know. Right, so can we right click? No, we can't right click. We're going to have to drop the torch. And then put it onto the table. Like that. We're going to need to carry an extra litre with us. We need to do another 12-litre batch at some point. Let's just check. We've got a hatchet that's in reasonable condition. We've got a hunting knife at moderately good condition and a pry bar. We're carrying 2 pry bars. Why are we carrying 2 pry bars? What on earth am I thinking? And we've got 1 pry bar at the back of the table there already, so if we drop the better quality one, keep that as our reserve. That just takes some of our load off. Down to 20.87 kilos. Anything else that we should think? Well, that sleeping bag's only at 83%. Wow. Maybe we should repair that. It needs 2 cloths and an hour. Takes it back to 100%. That's good. Clothes. Well, those socks are wearing down a bit. This coat could do with a repair, but I know from past experience this coat will stand another 3 or 4 wolf attacks before it gets down to about 50%. So we can leave that just now in the interest of saving time, because it's a 2-hour repair. Our medicines are okay, our matches are fine. 4 bits of tinder, maybe pick up 2. We need to take some meat with us. Oh, how much water? 1.5 litres, that's okay. Those are fine. We really don't need to take the book, but I'm going to take it just in case we get stuck somewhere. We don't need 4 pieces of leather on us. So I'm going to very quickly put 2 of those in here. There we are. That leaves us 4 leather in the cupboard, 2 in our pack. Oh, how many cattails are we carrying? 27. We can put some of them in the freezer with the other cattails. Should have done all this last night. Alright, we've got 8 in there. I'm going to keep 12. So that means I'm going to put 15 in there. Too many. Right, that gives us 4 snacks at 450 calories. We've got 300 calories in that one. These have got 120 each-ish, 115 or 120-ish. So we're fine for marching snacks, but we do need to take a kilo of meat with us. Because we're going for a long old walk today, and that's that horrible wet snow that could turn into a blizzard. You notice I'm not taking the rifle, and of course we don't have the bow and arrow made yet. So just before we go, one quick check. How much of Milton have we got mapped? Right, so anything south of the village entrance which is that arch up there in the center of screen. Anything south of there, we need to map. Oh, we need more charcoal. Oh, to hell with it. Let's just get on. Oh, there's a fire pit in the garage where we should be able to rob some charcoal. And I believe the last house down here is enterable. Whoa, crap, we nearly walked straight into him. One of these houses down here has got a fireplace. Is it this one? Or is it that one? I think it's this one. We'll just grab some more charcoal. Yes, there's the fireplace. Another 3 charcoal. Well, it all helps. And we have searched this place, haven't we? Now you gotta, whenever you see one of these bluish armchairs, always check round the bottom of it, because quite often the game will have something sticking out of there. We have searched this house. We didn't take the curtains, look. I knew there was a house down here where we didn't. So we'll have to remember this and come back to it. We have checked those drawers. We checked those ones. We have. We checked that cabinet. Because I'm still looking for the hacksaw. Did we take the water? Yes, we did. No first aid cabinet. Nothing in the bath. Irritating. Still no hacksaw. Right, now we came in through the kitchen. Let's go out the same way, but must remember this house can get the curtains for cloth. I knew there was one that we hadn't stripped. Begs the question, did we check that car? Yes. There's no mailbox there. Now what I'm going to do, we spotted this archway up here the other day. I'm going to go out through this. It's actually putting us in the opposite direction to where we want to go, in terms of leaving the southern side of the village. We're heading southeast, we want to be heading southwest. However, if it keeps us away from the wolves and makes us avoid having to have a fight. They're stones, not charcoal. That's a shame. Oh, hey, rose hips and old man's beard. Excellent. Multiple old man's beard. Now, there's usually 3 rosehip bushes at a time wherever you go. So let's have this. That's great. Ah, he's not gonna. Go on, get up. Because you've got to come in from this side to get it. Otherwise you're too low down. Now I don't see a wolf down there. Thought I just heard one coming through the arch there. Ooh. No, that was not a clue. You know, that was not a cue for you to open up. Let's just ease gently down the hill. We don't want to start spraining stuff and having to use painkillers. I mean, we've got a decent supply of them, but it's better to not use them. Now there's the Orca garage, which is, we want to go there, and then you see the arch behind it, we want to go up through that into the hills. And I've just heard crows. I don't know if they're flying over. It actually sounds like they're above something dead. Now, there is Reishi here. There we go. Now, I did say the other day, or last episode maybe, or the episode before, that I had never been across into this zone here. And that fog's closing in quite quickly now, isn't it? So I'm just, and you know, after making all that fuss about getting the charcoal, we haven't been doing this, have we? Fortunately, it hasn't hurt too much because we've been able to get that area done. Time of day? Midday. The fog's going to have it quite warm, yeah, 7 degrees. We are losing calories though, so we need to get cracked on. Just picking up some sticks in case we have to make a fire and don't have time to look for them, or can't look for them because the weather closes in. Some good cedar, lots of good cedar wood over here. That's what, about 5 or 6 pieces. I'm wondering if there's any more reishi on those stumps in the middle. I don't see any. Can we get up there? Looks like we can't. Ooh, sticks. Sticks galore. I see a sapling. You see it over there? Looks like a maple sapling, which is great because that is the sapling type that we are short of. Now, can we get up here? And is there anything up here worth going to? Of course we can get up here. Mark is turning into a mountain goat. But there is nothing up here. It's a false trail. Okay. Hoping that's just the midday music and not the signal for something more ominous. Still watching for wolves. Right, now apart from that sapling, which for whatever reason we didn't get at the beginning of the series. I thought that was another stick. It's not. Right, let's just get a bit of mapping done here. It's good, we're getting around there. Right. We didn't get that sapling when we first came into Milton because we didn't have anything to cut it down with. However, we've now got the hatchet, so we can chop it down. And if you remember right back at the beginning of the series, in episode 1, we started next to that crashed bus or very near to it, and I said we'd be coming up here later in the series. Lots of sticks, good for making fires. Of course, we don't want to go completely crazy picking up sticks, because it just increases the weight that we're carrying around. Oh, there's a car down there. And a picnic zone. I've got to watch because sometimes there's a wolf around here. Got rabbits up there. Wherever you get rabbits, you generally get wolves. Because wolves hunt bunnies. Ooh, gold. Sounds like there's 2 or 3 down there. And either, well, we haven't been through this car because the visors were up. Anything in the back of it? No. Damn, I was hoping there would be a hacksaw. Can't interact with those, can't interact with these. There's so many bunnies about. Might be worth picking a few sticks up. I want to check out that picnic area. Seriously doubt there's going to be anything there for us. But we'll do that on the way back down. Because I want to get up here. I strongly doubt we'll be able to hit this bunny. Ah. Hey, Bun Bun. My aim is well off. It would have just been nice to have a little bit of freshly caught meat. He's wise to me. Hey! Right, and that's where we're heading right now, is that office, but let's just do a quick drawing. Quick bit of mapping. There we are. That puts the rabbits on the map. Hey, if you're going to come down here, I'll throw a rock at you. I won't hit you, I never do. But I'll throw a rock at you. Show willing. Oh, crow feathers. Someone or something dead close by. More crow feathers. Always happy to have them. Right, loot. Let's just check under them chairs. No. Lots of loot in here though.
Thank goodness.
62%. 60%. 66%. No more? No. Nothing down there. Stack of papers, not interested in them. Pot-bellied stove. Take the charcoal. Only 2 pieces. You know what?
What have we here?
Take the accelerant. Oh. 47%. $43. Hey, dead guy. Ooh.
This will come in handy.
96% condition combat boots, but 2 kilos, my god. Another wool toque, only 72%, but hey, I'll take it. Wool toques are the best hats you can get. A book for fire starting. Papers. Right, search the dead guy. Nothing. Let's check that filing cabinet.
Excellent.
I forgot to check the condition on that one. Well, those sodas help us with calories, not just hydration, so they were a very welcome set of finds. And the wolves are starting to really give it loudy down there. Now, I wonder if we can get on that roof using that log. Wonder if there is a way onto the log at the far end of it. But before that, let's just have a quick look up here. We've got loads of sticks. We don't need more sticks. Up we go. Starting to feel a bit fat there, Mark. Whoa, vertigo. There's Meadows Farm down there. That's the barn with the tractor outside and the workbench inside. So let's have a survey of the area here while we've got
his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
While we've got clear weather. Let's go across here. And there's no climbing rope on that rock. That's not the climbing rope rock. That's the false rock. Anything around here? I'm not seeing anything that might be capable of being picked up. Oh, a hunting knife.
Goodness.
90% condition. So there you are. I was saying I couldn't see anything that could be picked up, and then we stumble on that hunting knife. Check your areas carefully. Don't assume just because it looks unlikely. And I'm wondering if that's what we've done at wherever the hacksaw is. Definitely not a hacksaw here. Right, what have we got on this side? Well, there's the climbing rope going down. Whoa, oh god. Dizzy. Ooh, scared. I don't like sudden steep drops. I do suffer from vertigo, and coming up on a cliff edge like that really sets my heart twitching, which for an old fart like me is not good. Right, so let's just map this and get that extra bit of distance on the map. Right, it almost looks like we could go round that mountain to here and look down and get an extra area, doesn't it? Except that that's where the rope is, and we're looking down into this basin here. So it's kind of implying if we go over past that rock, we'll get more of an area to view. But we're coming up to... oh, there's some saplings and some old man's beard down there. We'll quickly harvest those. Those are maple saplings. Excellent. And I see some more old man's beard. But we're coming up to 40 minutes. Which for the slightly longer videos that I use at weekends, because what I'm trying to do is the Monday to Friday videos, I'm trying to keep them to about 30 minutes or just less, and the weekend ones I'm trying to keep at about 40 minutes. It's the, should we call it the new video length regime, and I think you guys are probably appreciate that a bit. So, oh, more old man's beard.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I just want to collect all these harvest tools before we end the video, so that when we continue on with tomorrow's video, we're straight into the return journey and visiting the locations that I want to visit, as well as...
I need to find something to drink.
Yeah, we're going to do that in a second, Mark. Just patience. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking to the viewers, okay? Right, so that's just spread our view this way a little bit. Let's look in this pack. Right. Get that kilo eaten. Have a good drink. There you are. How are you doing now? Right, half tired, half fed, fully hydrated. We've got 2 hours to get back to home. So, let's just find a nice place to view the world. This looks good. You can see the rabbits running around below us. Picnic area down there to go search, and the garage to dive into again. There's a wolf down there, dead center of screen, beyond the trees. So we might not get down that side of the woodcut. Right, okay. So I think no, got his breath on screen. Got it that time. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any queries and questions, please post them in the comments. If you think I did something wrong, post that in the comments. Please give the video a like if you did like it. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, it's all that good stuff. In the video description you'll find links to my Twitch, Twitter and Facebook, as well as Patreon. And all that remains then to be said is thanks for watching, have a great day, and from me, as always, it's bye for now. See you tomorrow.